Here's my neighborhood. There's no one around. It's so private. You can drive to like anywhere on the road and park. And it's amazing. It's really actually good. It's private. It's the most private, beautiful, good place I've ever been to on earth. And there are these guys painting the trim on my house. They're painting it white, and they look really professional painters. So I'm here. Beautiful it really is. Al Bob's calling on the other line. Yep. AIDS rally, 1987, AIDS. If somebody got AIDS, they just take medicine for it nowadays. It doesn't kill people now. Oh shit. We're in the jungle. This is awesome. This is where I live. You can just drive to somewhere, anywhere in this mountain and park your car, and it's so private. You'll probably not see anyone else and have the place to yourself. It's beautiful. Wow. It is so quiet. He's not home. The guy at the house is not home. He goes out and works during the day. There's nobody here but me. Hi. Nobody here. Hi. It's so peaceful. This mountain. You can drive like almost anywhere on the mountain and park the car and nobody can hear you besides like maybe animals. It's really nice. I really like it. This is real. This really is quiet. I don't shat you on. I don't shit you on. I don't shit you on. I don't fuck with piss. I don't shit you on. I don't shat you this. I don't shit you on. I don't fuck with piss. Let's see if I can look strong. Strong leg. Not really. Too cool. He don't give a shit, boss. He's cool. Look, he don't try to do otherwise now. Strong legs. I could make it. Try to flex the muscles and look strong. A little bit better. I don't know. Old granddaddy was a wizard of the black troops who defeated the KKK. Granddaddy was, and so was everyone in the South. That bird, he's a good bird. That's how the Native American man talked. He was Chinese too. He was Asian. He didn't need any persuasion. He's just straightforward. And he was like old granddaddy wizard, black blood of every person who's ever lived in the South. Everyone who's in the South today who has generations that go way back, who think they're white, they have some black blood. Every person who calls himself white, who's in the South, if you go on 23andme.com, Ancestry.com, any place where you can look up your DNA, you'll find that they all have some black blood. Makes no sense because they're the ones back in the 60s, they still live by the rule. If you have one drop of black blood, you're not really a human being. You're less than a human being. It's pretty sad. And some of those old racist ways, they still try to push them today. It's too bad there ain't shit. The rest of the world would clobber that shit. The good. And they wouldn't fight either. They would just forgive them and nothing bad would ever happen. Nothing bad will ever happen. In Jesus' name, amen. Because that shit is stupid as shit. They try to bring up that what the heck happened? Did I scratch myself that hard? And I was wearing a sock and it pushed on my... What is that? What did it push right there? Get out of here, you mother nerd little... Get out of here. Get out of here before I kill you. Call the House of Representatives on you. Mother nerd. Nerd. Thank God I just called him a nerd. I don't like that. He has come in here sometimes. He's a weird looking fly. Jeff Goldblum. Like, no. No. Not like Jeff Goldblum, but like the fly. When Jeff Goldblum turned into a fly. So I'm going to close the windows. Oh, the back ones are still open. I hope he doesn't get me. Jeff Goldblum doesn't look like a fly. He's very attractive. He still looks cool. I think now he's like 68 or 71 or something, but he literally still looks cool. He still looks in good shape and stuff. This is year 2023. You got hanged. That's your lesson. That's your lesson. You got hanged. Why does my hair look like that? That's a bunch of hair. I like it here, but not when that stupid fly chased me. Because, see, I went down there, way down there, and I took a crap down there, and I wiped my butt. And I wiped my butt with paper towels. And then I used water that I found in the car, and I made sure it didn't have any crap on anything. And I was very clean. It was really clean. I cleaned my hands. I cleaned everything. I was really clean. And, I'm very clean. And then all these flies went to the crap. It was so gross. It was gross. And, sucrose is healthy, but not flies on crap. And so I drove all the way up here to get away from it and get away from the little bugs that were bothering me. And I've been okay in here for like 40 minutes or an hour or two. And they're painting my house, and it's a miracle. It's a miracle that I don't have to paint my house, and I'm finally taking it easy. They're painting all the trim. They're sanding, carefully sanding, and refinishing the wood and painting it white on the outside of the trim. And it was really professional looking when I saw it. And they're doing a good job of it. And I think they're even painting it in oil paint, and it does a really good job when they paint it in oil paint instead of just acrylic or latex. My leg looked weak right there. Didn't even look that strong. Here, let's see if I can make my legs look strong. It's hard to tell with the way the light's coming in. There, that looks a little stronger. This leg looks kind of strong. I don't tenote. I don't tonote. I don't. Smells. I farted. I didn't know what it would smell like, and it smelled like a baby diaper. No. almost fly. She had me one month. Little 88-year-old man still didn't talk that way unless he was joking, because he still didn't talk like that because he was saving it from when he was 98 or 93. You know, people get old. They may talk like that in their 70s sometimes. People get old, but I don't want to talk that way unless I'm like in my 90s. But who knows what God has planned. I may die, or who knows what. Like before then. I don't know why it itched my body and it made scratches on it. I don't know why it looks weird. Like the bumpy or something right there. I think it's just because I had a sock on. I took the socks off, or I don't know what. It's so peaceful. There's no one here. I could be naked and they wouldn't even know. No one that way. Maybe for miles, or a mile. Or miles. No one that way for miles. No one down there for miles. No one down there for maybe miles or more. And that guy's not home. Only animals and creatures. Creatures and animals, but no humans. I don't set you on. I don't set you this. I don't shit you on. I don't fuck with piss. No. Who would drive my car? Who's a friend? I could just let you drive. I'll just sit here. Why is that so red? Shit, you. You just drive the car. Take the keys out so it doesn't run down the battery. Looks awful. This would be a good place to go if it was the end of the world and they're bombing cities, because this is outside of town. They kind of miss this place when they go and try to I don't know. That's crazy. When they try to do, the devil tries to do a sweep of all the places and make them sin more in a big city. And then when you're out in the country, they can't, or in the woods, away from it, they can't get to you. And they don't waste time when they think, oh, you'll go into town And they'll get you anyway, they think. And then you can just keep staying out here. I hear somebody. Whose car that was. I wonder if they got done painting. Oh, jangles. Oh, no. It's not the best angle on my face. I don't know. There's probably dirt on my foot. Why does it look weird? I'm not supposed to show it. Ding dong, ding dang, ding dang, tell you, I'm cool. A ding dang, ding tay tay, I'm cool. Got to go. George Solonevich. Cool. No. I'm not George Solonevich. I'm John Birmingham. I'm John Birmingham. I better go. Go straight down through your boobs. Oh, no. I'm not doing any of that. Why did I say that? I will never show that in a video. I'll never show that in a video. That's wrong. I don't do porns. I'm nice. They all look kind of cool. I don't know. Like a filmic angle. No. I haven't gotten to do something like this. Many years. Hi, please excuse how bad I look in this video. I was in my car and I didn't realize it was 120 degrees with the doors closed. This is how I've really felt. I just look like I may as well be dead. It's so hot in this car, I just cried and cried. About this family of deer. We got to be together in the sun. Got to run together and be together in the sun. And then they got pretty close to me after I stopped filming, and the mother or the father looked right at me and watched me for a while from my car from like 30 feet away. And the baby was behind her. The baby was behind her and they got to be together. In the sun, they were all healthy. They're all healthy and okay. And I felt so sad that my family was taken away from me. I hope to God they get to be together for the rest of their entire lives and in heaven. They may get to. I don't know how I'll ever be okay. I don't know how I'll be there for the baby. She's already 6 years old. I don't know how I'll ever get to be there for him again. Yeah, I don't know how I'll get to be there for him again. You know, I'm young enough. I just happen to look kind of like really old right now. It looks really crazy how old I looked crying about the deer. And it's a really hot car, and I don't want the flies to come in. They're so gross. I just don't want the flies near me. And so it's really hot in the car, and it's really hot. I'm sweating down, and I'm crying. And life sucks sometimes. It's just, I don't know if I'll ever be okay again. Spider outside of the car, or some kind of bug. It's just a mark. It's not even it's felt so bad being alive without I don't know how it'll ever be okay again. I don't know how it'll ever be okay. I might make it to heaven, but I'll probably make it to heaven, but I don't know how I'm gonna be there for them again. I just don't feel that good about being alive the way it's been for about 8 years. It's been 8 years of this. She hasn't really let me see the kids, but she kind of let me see them here and there. It just hasn't been the same, and I love them the same. I've always loved them the same. I'll always love them the same. That's never stopped, and it had to be away from them. Hi. The baby deers. The baby deers. The baby deer's running. He's running. He's going. Whoa. That deer ran there. Hey. He's good. No, I'm not. I'm not gay. He's good. It ran. He's good. All right. What are they doing? No. Hey. Bye. They're good. Get that day. The deer. The deer. They're there. They're good. He's big. They ran around. The babies ran. How big I am. I did that day. Nope. Okay, bye. I gotta go to Los Angeles. I want to go to Los Angeles. This is the jungle where all the animals are kind. All the animals are kind to others. They're kind. Fortune. Make sure to say that when you fart. Because it's funny. In a country accent. Fortune. Like Nurse Ratched in One Flew Over a Cuckoo's Nest. And she looks at you kind of stern and says, Fortune. And she's really nice. She's really nice and cool. Well, she looks kind of like a 16-year-old girl who was in the audience at a Beatles show in the 1960s. And she looks at you in the eyes. She looks you in the eyes and says, let's have sex. I was just thinking that, they can still be kind of cute when, women or girls, when they're in their 60s, and they like play with dolls, and they're cute, and, like those, well, it could be any race, but, whoever your wife is, if they're like, they can look good at any age, and if they want to pretend they're 16 or something like that, it'd be in their thoughts. And I think there's nothing bad with that if they just pretend and they really know that they're not 16, but in heaven they may look 16. Get away from me. Fly. Beautiful. Those women look, I don't know. I think it's be good to have one who you're married to and stay with her forever, and try to not give in to temptation to be with anyone else. Try to not give in to temptation to be with anyone else. And that's why you have a wife. That's one of the reasons why God gave a husband and wife, so they wouldn't be tempted to have sex with other women. They get to be with their wife, and it's not as sinful. It's not really sinful when you're married. But when people have a girlfriend and boyfriend, like a short-term relationship, you may have actually been married. You may have actually been married, and then the reason why you broke up was like because there's some reason in the Bible why you weren't supposed to be married anymore. So people who have a girlfriend, or a boyfriend and girlfriend, if they're a guy, if they have a boy, if they're a guy, if they have a girlfriend, it's not the same for gay people. You're not really supposed to be in a relationship. But people who fornicate, it might be like they're married. I don't know what it's like for gays. I think they're not supposed to be married. It's still like fornication no matter what they do. It's fornication if they're with another man, and they're a man. It's fornication no matter what relationship or sex they have, and even if they call it a marriage, it's not really a marriage. It's fornication when gay people have sex with one another, or even if they call it marriage, it's not really marriage. It's not really marriage. That's how God lets us know. That's how God, created us, and it's fornication when they do that. And all this is in the Bible, and you can read it. And gay people may make it to heaven. They may fornicate a little here and there, and as long as they don't make a practice of it for too long, if they don't practice homosexuality, then they won't burn in the lake of fire. Might fart you. Don't say fart when it just showed my legs. Why? I was trying to make my legs look strong by flexing them, so it'll look cool. I don't know. So I'm gonna go. Praise God, praise Jesus. Okay, they painted this all white. It looks really good. They sanded it first and then they painted it. And they kept the original design that George Solonevich put into it, or whatever it's called. The art. How they you know, that art. See how they look how white that door is. It looks pretty cool. That got some water damage on it one time. There's a little piece of wood on it, and then there's so much work to do in the house, I couldn't have painted that, so it got a little water damage before I got to paint it before. And then now they painted the whole door and everything. Oh, and here's they painted this too. I'm gonna show you all this trim. And outside of the house they painted, and I painted that door yesterday. I painted that door yesterday, and I'm probably gonna paint that this morning. I might have to paint that this morning, which I don't know if I can, because I feel like almost I quit all my meds and then had to take it again because I drank caffeine and it messed it all up. I'm not really supposed to tell anyone that, because then they might try to like mess up my eating habits. So they painted this door white. They painted this door white, and they painted that white. And what other color they painted, if it's window trim, unless it's just wood. For the standard way that this was, but this was painted white originally, so that's why I'm glad they did that. This has a long angle, wide angle on it. That window is not. This was a fisheye lens. It made that window look. See, this is. I don't know why that window. Somebody was pretending that for some reason it looked like the window was bowed, but it's not. It's really flat and straight. It's just the angle of the camera made it look that way. I don't know why somebody was. I don't know why. Oh, hey, they painted that door. It's a miracle. It's a miracle they painted that door. I don't want to tell my dad. He'd be pissed. He wanted me to paint like more stuff, but they didn't paint the one in the other house, on the guest house. This door looks really good. This door actually looks really good. This actually looks really good. It could look better, but it looks really good. You know, like right here, they didn't scrape that off. And that place, here, and here, they didn't scrape that enough, but they scraped the windows, and it looks really good. And they sanded it first, and so it looks really good. I haven't seen those doors looking that good. And they did all these windows here. Yeah, this here is your wife, whatever the shit that means. Okay. Oh, I was gonna say something funny. Oh, and they fixed this. That had some wood damage, and the appraisal asked for that to be repaired, and so they repaired it and fixed it, and it looks really good. And they kept the custom design of the art that the builder put in the house. How he built the house. They kept that custom art. I was gonna say something funny, but I didn't get to. Instead, okay. So then they fixed this too. They just painted it that way. Looks good enough. And looks pretty good. They sanded and painted it. That's how it came out. I don't know why they didn't push the paintbrush into there. I don't know why they didn't fill that in with something. I don't know why. They're probably going to do it when they come back. It's gross. I couldn't even look at it the other day, but somehow And so then they painted this. They didn't get to here, so they're gonna paint the rest of that. Look how cool this is in there. Okay, and they're gonna paint this door, and maybe that door. I don't know why that door looks like that when I already painted this. I painted this one time. I didn't get a chance to scrape it, and that's how it looks. So. So here's a door. I painted this door before, but then he showed up, so I had to leave because I didn't want to be here when he was painting. I painted that door, but it okay. They didn't paint this one door. That's it. Click like in the video and subscribe. This is John Birmingham. Bye.